welcome back to the Gibson family.
What's up?
Last time we did the Mother's Day special, but the time after that we left off with letting you guys know that we left Turkey with a surprise.
Another cliffhanger.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And that surprise was we found out we were pregnant with Tobias.
Yes, again.
Yes. So, after we left Turkey, you guys know, or we found out we were pregnant with Tobias literally like a week before we left Turkey, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We left for Turkey and we got back to the U.S. on Ivy's, our first son's birthday. And I remember we celebrated his birthday at like 6 a.m.
Like 6, 7 o'clock. He was super tired and jet lagged, so.
Yeah, and honestly, the pictures were so funny that we took on his first birthday because we all were so tired.
We should honestly show them the pictures.
I don't know.
I mean, why not? Why not?
Okay.
They can see it. Yeah.
Maybe it was really honestly hilarious because, like we said, we were so exhausted. You have to remember we spent the whole day on the phones, packing stuff up, traveling, and we still wanted to celebrate his birthday, even though he probably would have had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But he ate his cake literally at 6 in the morning, and he was like about to fall asleep eating it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we came home, and
That's honestly like really when our spiritual journey began, you know, just around that time, I feel like. Just
we were kind of already in tune a little bit, but like that's when we started really tapping in.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we basically enjoyed our summer, you know, enjoyed our time home for that much. My little brother, he got drafted by the Bears, so we were there for his draft party. I was so happy and thankful that I was able to leave. We were able to leave Turkey and to go be with my little brother and my mom and just my family and his friends on his draft day. You know, he got drafted 5th round, I think first or second pick, you know, so really, really great accomplishment. So we was around that, and also, you know, we got introduced to a platform called I Am, you know, that was really teaching us, you know, how to really like leverage our money. And that was one of the things that, you know, we wanted to be better on. I mean, obviously, you know, just being transparent. You know, this is a journey for us. So, you know, our main thing was just to figure out how to leverage our money that we make overseas and to still, you know, not have to work a 9 to 5, you know, respectfully, or, you know, to really work for anybody else, you know, because honestly, you know, we'll talk about that on our YouTube channels, like later on, but, you know, we don't believe in jobs, like normal jobs like that. Nobody should really have to like, you know, take orders or anything from somebody else. But anyways, that was our main thing, just to leverage our money overseas. And we found a company that we're able to manage and invest our money the right way. And it's been going very, very well so far. So,
yes. So that's when we got introduced. So that summer we kind of spent, you know, our time kind of, you know, learning.
And I was still working. Don't get it twisted. Like I worked at Jimmy John's, man. Like she introduced me to Jimmy John's and the manager and everything. So I mean, I was busting suds back there, but you know, at the same time, I was personally listening to personal development. Anytime I was washing dishes or, you know, taking deliveries out, I'm listening to personal development and I'm growing. So I'm not knocking people that do that. Just know that's not the end game.
Yeah, no, it's just funny because I was laughing because it was just kind of funny seeing Thomas work at Jimmy John's. Before I met him, I always worked like fast food, or I mean, I had like a ton of jobs, but my main job was always like fast food. And it was just really funny seeing him work in fast food because I've never seen him like work a job.
Yeah.
Like, so he just looked very out of place for me, but I mean,
it was very out of place. I knew it wasn't, you know, for me. I had a job before Jimmy John's. Obviously, that was my second time honestly working. You know, and when I was a kid in high school, I think I was like a sophomore, junior year. Like, I had got a job at this place called Menus. It was an old grocery store that was in Dallas. They ran out of business, but yeah, I would do that. it wasn't really cool. I used to work with my old teammates. My old teammate's dad, he was a manager there, so he got me the job. But man, honestly, like one day, it just clicked on me like, nah, this isn't it. Like, so I was supposed to go in. I wouldn't say to handle this, like this, but I was supposed to go in one day. I didn't go in. Manager called me. He was like, yo, what's up? Like, you coming in today? I'm like, nah, I'm not coming in. Like, and I went back to sleep, basically.
Oh my God.
Now, you got to understand,
You're a high school.
Yeah, high school, man. So
I never
obviously,
really
I handled it very, very unprofessionally. And even like her, like, I mean, I know she would never do that when she was working at Subway back in high school. So I didn't do it very well. So please don't do that. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
don't judge him for it.
Or don't judge me for it, yeah, because I didn't know
Yeah.
any better. But I knew, like, that wasn't for me, and it hasn't been. But obviously, with my family and having to, pay rent and everything, I worked at Jimmy John's. I
It
wasn't
wasn't too good, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like I wasn't too good. I mean, I did it. I wore the hat, I wore the apron. I was proud. It's not like I was always ducking in the back and worried about it. I told my players, my old former players and coaches, yo, if y'all want a sandwich, come through. Like,
Yeah.
I can help you. So I mean, that's what
We had to do what we had to do. We had a second baby on the way, so
Had to do what we had to do.
and with COVID and not getting paid and everything, like we weren't like stuck in the mud, but kind of. So we just had to do what we had to do. And like I said, I worked at Jimmy John's before I moved to Finland, and all of the people that I worked with, not all of them were there, but some of them were there. Some of my old employees were now the managers, so they loved me and welcomed us with open arms. But so yeah, that's kind of how we spent that summer. And then we went to Mexico. We were not in Mexico for too long because
Now, this was this past year, so
Yeah,
this is leading up to everything about now. So just to
Yeah.
let you guys know.
we're coming in for a land.
Yeah.
But so the season was shorter because of COVID. So we were done before November.
Like around November, yeah.
Yeah. And it got cut short or whatever.
We lost first round.
Yeah.
The season is usually longer, but they shortened it. But you guys also understand, like I said, we lost first round, so it was definitely shorter than normal.
What it could have been.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
it could have been. So.
And with that being said, you guys know I was pregnant. I was due November 21st, and the season was over. It ended, and I was pregnant. I think when we made this decision, I had a week left
Yeah.
to my due date, and so within the last 3 weeks of my pregnancy, I just started I've always found myself to be a very intuitive person. I never really followed my intuition as well as I probably should have, but this time I just knew I had to. And for those of you who don't know, I did have a home birth with my second. And I had never thought of a home birth in my life. I remember the first time I ever saw a home birth, on Instagram or YouTube or whatever I saw on, I was like, what the heck is this woman doing? I thought it was the most crazy thing. But about 3 weeks until I gave birth, like I said, I started, with COVID and everything, I just started asking questions this hospital birth kind of seems weird to me, it doesn't feel right. And so I just asked for guidance, and I asked for information, any information that I need to know, just let me know. And information started flowing in. And this girl on Instagram, I think her name is called Lovely Birth Luna, and she does a lot of free birth stuff. I think she has a book and stuff or a guide, and I just started seeing a lot of stuff on her page, and it resonated with me. And I 3 weeks into giving birth, I just knew that I wasn't going to give birth in the hospital. And I remember.
She didn't tell me now.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And
man, imagine coming from practice, right? You have everything planned out as far as like the doctor and everything.
And we had a good doctor. He spoke English, like.
And then your wife says, Thomas, I don't want to give birth here. I don't want to. No, not that. I don't want to give birth. I don't want to give birth at the hospital. I'm just gonna have it here. I
and
said,
we were
where?
staying in a hotel. By
She
the
said
way.
in a hotel. I'm gonna have the baby in a hotel. I said, what? Why are you gonna have a baby? I'm not like mad or anything, but I'm just confused. I'm like, where is this coming from? I had no indication. I had no, like, she didn't tell me about any information that was coming to her about, home birth or anything.
I was
and
very
that's fine. It's not like,
myself.
it's not like I'm asking or like she gotta have permission or something, but it was just like, just imagine being caught with that. Like, you in a foreign country and then your pregnant wife says, you know what, I don't want to deal with any doctors. I'm straight up having a birth in the hotel. And I'm like, knowing, all the screaming and crying, like, you think a hotel is gonna let you just give birth here? Like, I'm like, all right, whatever.
He was very fearful because I was
just fearful, yeah.
Yeah, he was. I was straight up planning to just have the baby like on my own because at that point I had decided that I wasn't going to have the hospital birth. Because of just the information I came, and I was very accepting of it because I asked for it. And like the saying, ask and you shall receive, that's where I was with it. And we went to the doctor one last time, and with COVID, I asked him, do you know of any midwives in the area? And he projected his own fear onto me, and luckily I rejected his fear because I knew that was his fear, not mine. I knew that my body is capable. I knew that, this is what our bodies are for. And I knew that, like, my body was really made for this. Like, God wouldn't give us this body if we weren't capable. And because he projected that fear on me, I definitely knew that, I'm definitely cutting ties right now. And I even started learning stuff about, what is it called? Sonograms. Oh, yes, sonograms. About sonograms, and I just knew that I definitely didn't want any more sonogram. I knew that it was something I no longer wanted to do. Thomas was like, because in Mexico, every time you go in, they give you a sonogram, and I think Thomas, that last appointment, he gave me a sonogram, and Thomas could tell that, I was not comfortable with it and it didn't feel right for me, and I almost wanted to cry having the last sonogram, but that's just how it was. And so what happened was, I was, like I said, I was determined to give the free birth in the hotel room, but it didn't work out that way because I didn't want Thomas to have any fear around it because I knew like any fear in the environment wasn't going to be good. So his manager of the team or something basically was like, if you guys want, you guys can go ahead and go home because we don't know when the next season is going to start because it was split into 2 seasons. And so Thomas was like, okay, well, what do we do? My grandma had just came to Mexico because she was going to help me, with after-birth care and, everything. Just help me out with IV and everything. And she had just gone there. I think she was there for like a couple days. And we decided that we were going to go home. The second that we decided we were going to go home, I immediately started searching midwives in Wichita, Kansas, and
you found one. We left that morning. She found the midwife by the end of the day.
Like before we landed.
Yeah.
They already contacted me, and it was, the alignment with this was just so perfect. And my midwife, what is her thing called? If it comes to me, I'll let you guys know. But her daughter was actually getting married in 2020, and so she wasn't accepting very many clients because she was helping her daughter plan. And as soon as we landed, I call her and she's like, okay, let's do it. Meet up, you know, hopefully before you give birth. If not, that's fine, because we went over all my health and stuff, and I had no worries and concerns, and she wasn't concerned with any of my worries either. She was she's had a client before that, so she was familiar with his type of job, and so she understood, and it was the most beautiful birth ever. We were actually in an Airbnb, and you know, I did it in the water, and I would say that it was relaxing for all of us. Thomas, do you want to speak a little bit about your experience with it?
I mean, my experience, I don't have really of an experience. It's just a waiting game, you know. With the Airbnb, I mean, I was taking a nap, I was chilling, you know, like.
It was kind of a regular day.
Yeah, it was just a regular day for me, honestly. Like, I already knew what to expect with children, you know. I felt comfortable and good with the midwife, so, you know, I felt like she was in good hands. So if I feel like she's in good hands, what can I really do?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like he was a lot more relaxed. He could do what he wanted. There was no rushing to the hospital. No, like
I was chilling. It was a normal day for me, honestly. It wasn't like a hospital, you know.
Yeah, it was so relaxing.
Because that's an eventful day. Like, you gotta make sure bags are packed, and you gotta make sure maybe you got food and stuff. Like, nah, I had good. I was good. Got my DoorDash. I was straight. Like,
and I actually just remembered, if anybody in the Wichita area is looking for a midwife, Young Beginnings, her name is Ginger. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I was forgetting. But her name is Ginger Young. She was so amazing. I really loved her. She took her time with you, and you know, she just is very open, and me and her, I felt like we were very connected and understood each other, and she didn't like force anything on me. She let everything come natural. And another thing that I thought was interesting is she never checked my cervix, not once. She was like, if you want to, you can. And of course, I was curious. I wanted to feel. And you know, she was like, she really just let my body do the work. She didn't try to like intervene or tell me what to do. She was just like, well, what do you feel? And I'm like, I feel like I need to push. Okay, push. And you know, at the hospital, they just like tell you when to push and stuff. And it's just like so unnatural, and it goes against your body's natural rhythm of things. And so for me, it was honestly the best experience. Like I said, I gave birth in water, so for me, I felt like it really took the pain. It didn't take the pain away, but it helped. You know, like the pain.
Relax.
Yeah. I felt relaxed. I had like my vibrations going, my music, and I just felt at home. You know, there was no lights on. It was just natural lighting. It was very peaceful and relaxing, and I would never give birth in a hospital again. And I hope that if a home birth is something that you or maybe your spouse or like whoever, your sister, anybody that you know might be looking into it, show them this video, because like it was the best experience, especially after having a traumatic experience with him. You know, and I noticed the difference in my son Tobias. I feel like he's more calm and relaxed, and I feel like, well, I know for a fact that you know, children can carry birth from their or carry traumas from their birth, and I feel that my other son is more, you know, relaxed, and he has a little more, how do you say it?
He's a little more erratic.
Yeah, and it's not his fault.
Way,
yeah, but you know, all kids are different, so it might not be that. It could be whatever. But for me, I feel like having the knowledge that I have, I just feel like that could possibly be, you know, a huge reason. But yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's basically our story. You know, that's our life story. How we met. Our past 3 years together. 3-4 years.
4 years, married 3 almost.
Yeah. So that's it. Now, you know, we're right now located in Dallas. You know, I'm from Dallas, so we're here a lot more opportunities for both of us. You know, in the upcoming videos, you know, now it's more so dialogue. You know, talk about anything that we want to. You know, I'm gonna have like some trading tips out there. I'm trading forex and crypto and binary options, so that'll be one thing we'll be talking about. I personally have some basketball things that I could give out to guys. Personal development, you know. Obviously, we're gonna have our, like we said in the one of our first videos, we're gonna have like our challenges and our pranks and everything like that. But for the most part, this channel is just to give back any type of value. So if you have, you know, any questions that want to be answered, like it's not like I'm saying I'm a counselor, but you know, if you, or we are, you know, but if you, you know, have anything that you possibly want to hear us talk about, any opinions, anything of that nature, whether it be about the government, whether it be about sports, whether it be about this, that, and the third, marriage, you know, yeah, like let us know, and we'll definitely incorporate that into our videos, because like I said, I think, you know, us being overseas and really stepping out of that box that, you know, most of our people are in, respectfully, you know, I think we have a lot of information to share, to give
back, because a lot of people have helped us along the way too, and it would just be wrong of us to not give back, you know, what we've received. And yeah, honestly, like what he said, just to add on, just whatever is weighing heavier on our hearts that week, whatever we just feel like might need to be shared, or, you know, like he said, if you guys give us feedback, we have made a couple of videos. So far, we haven't posted them yet, but of ideas that people have sent us. So trust me, like we're open to that too. So
yeah, we're open to anything. Just no goofiness or foolishness. Like we're personally not actors, so
yeah, like we if a good prank.
Yeah,
like,
y'all will
cool.
see it. Yeah, and we're gonna try to edit out as much as possible, because I'm sure whoever's getting pranked probably gonna have something to say. So
yeah,
we'll do our best for that.
And also, like, another thing that I find really weird is like people do like cheating pranks and like just like weird stuff. Like, don't send that to us.
I'm not about to pretend that I'm having sex with a doll so that I can make my wife mad. I'm not doing that.
No, but first of all, like,
not even make her mad, but I'm not even putting that energy into the air. Like I said, we'll do little pranks of, you know, but it don't have to be. It's not going to be anything like that.
But that's something that I've seen so much, and it's like, why are you putting your significant other through any turmoil? Whether it's like.
So yeah, with that being said, like, thank you guys for everybody that has watched every video and tuned in to our story. Thank you. The plane has landed. So we're really excited to you know, share our future with you guys.
Keep going with this YouTube. Definitely a big vision with it.
Yes, so. Thank you again, and we'll see you guys next episode.
All right, bye guys.